First commit by 9 a.m. No. First commit November 7. Graphical output display to show the output of command. Okay. My picture box to show the output. Command line for executing a single command immediately. Command line, the text box. Multi-line command input with text box. Ability to run program. Run command and run button. Okay. So when the user enters commands here, they'll click the run button, then it will be displayed here. But when they type a command here, they'll press enter and then the output will be displayed here. Command parser class. Carefully show each facility in your code and running. You must have a unit test and commit for each facility. It may be that your testing strategy is not so black and white. If so, you can still stick with that. They have been done, but carefully explain what you've done. Okay. So reads and executes a command on the command line. Show it working. Yes. So we'll run this now. So you move to 50, 50. No, we enter. Oh, there's an error there. Let's move to 50, 50. Enter, and then the marker moves to this new position. The type maybe circle 50. Then it draws the circle. Okay, stop that. So unit test, XML comments and commit for command line. Show test running. Command line, okay. That's for a single command. So unit test. Unit test for the command line. Yeah. So I've called it single line command test. What it does is it creates an instance of the form class, form1 class, then write a string called command move to 50, 50. 50, 50. So then we call the execute single line command from the form1 class. Execute single line command. The execute single line command uses the command parser class to handle the command, and this is what the command parser class does when somebody or when a user types move to. So It takes two integers for the coordinates and then moves the pen x and pen y to x and y. And so yeah, to x and y that is being given by the user. So x and y are at the start of the program they are at 0, 0. So that's why it will move to wherever the user sets it to. So back in the unit test, that's what it does here when it acts. It calls that command on this, and then it passes this guy and move to 50, 50, and then so to check it if it has worked, the 50, 50 for x and y must be equal to the pen x and pen y on the form class after it has called this command. So we're going to run the test. Okay, so that's this one. Single line command test. There are two there. There's also a pen color. Let me show you. So this is the second one just to test the same thing. It's going to test the pen command, and then the command is pen red. There are three colors: red, black, and green. So after it runs execute single command, which is from the form class, execute single command like I said before. Execute single command parser class. It will handle it in the command parser class. Pen, this is the pen case, and takes two parts. Pen, that's the command, and then the color takes red, green, and black, then passes it. So the unit test for these two. So go to test explorer and we'll run this and these two tests. So run. Okay, it's run it already here, and they both pass. Both tests pass. So unit test next comment. Okay, that's a yes on that. So reads a program in the program window and executes it with run command. With the run command in the command line. Show a program that is 5 commands and execute it. So okay, we'll run the program, and then we'll ask the user, say move to 50, or let me use 100, say circle 50. Let me see. Okay, at least 5 commands. Circle 50, then we use draw to 200, rectangle 70, 80, then say draw to 150, 150, say triangle, say 80, 90, 100, One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. So click run. Okay, this error draw to. Okay, so run. Yeah, and it runs basically. So yes, unit test XML comments and commits for running program. So close this. So for running multi-line commands, basically we instantiate a form here, then we pass this command move to 50/50 r slash r slash n. That's like showing a new line. Circle 20, a new line, draw to 100, 100, and then we acting it by using calling form, execute multi-line commands. Same thing like single. Execute multi-line command here. It's command parser class and handles that. Yeah. And then asserts that okay, so when it passes all this, if it is correct, this final draw to command will show where the pen x and pen y are supposed to be, which is 100. So we test it. If it's equal to 100, then it's correct. So we'll go to my test explorer with my multi-line command. Yeah, multi-line command test. It's just one there, and then we'll run that. Yeah, passed. One passed. Yeah. Yeah. For the XML comments, XML comments are here. So summary executes single line command, and this is the one for execute multi-line commands. The XML comment here. It says that it takes a parameter command, so it takes parameter command, and that is execute XML comment. Yes. So saves and loads a program to a text file. Save the above program, clear it, and reload it. It doesn't have to use a file chooser and can just reuse the same file. So I guess I have to show that first. So we'll run this guy. Okay, let's write something. Maybe move to 90, common 90. Yeah, and the commands are case insensitive. Say rectangle 80, and yeah, say draw to 90, 100, circle 50, then run. So that's it. So click save, then then just maybe give it a name, demo basically, and then save. So it gives us a message, file saved successfully. So Let's try to open it. Open, and then this is demo. It says file loaded successfully. Then, of course, you could clear this, then run, and then it still works. Um, so yes, unit test, XML comments and commits for saving and loading program. Okay, so for the unit test for save and load, what it does is we open a new form, create a new instance of a form, then call the rich box, and then we just pass this to a test content. Then we create a temporary file path because we're not going to be able to use the UI for the test, so just create a temporary file path. Then we call save file, which is similar to what I'm using to handle the. Okay, so this is where I handle save and load, but for the test, I'm using the same library, but just creating a temporary file here. And then for saving it, we'll just write it to this file path, and then we'll test it here. So from save file path, yeah, we'll save it, we'll act on it here by calling save file, and then to store it here. So to check if it is true, check if the file exists in this file path here, and then check the content if they are equal. So let me test that. Test Explorer. Okay, save and load there too. So this is for saving, and then I'm going to run this one. So successfully. And then okay, so for run command, sorry, load, it's basically the same. Create a temporary file path, then we write some content to it. Yeah. Then we call load file, which is similar to what I'm using in the main load file here. We read all. So then from the unit test, check if they are equal. It's just housekeeping. Test, just explore, load button. We'll run this. Yeah, and it's successful. Close that. Yeah, the XML comments. So yeah, loads content of a selected file to reach text box one, and here it saves the content of which is text box one to a selected text file. And it's basically, if you look at it for the when the user clicks on button 2, we're going to use system.io. It's already up here using system.io. We write that to a file name and then save it, and then for here we read it and then put it on the rich text box here. Yes. So checks for valid command show you detect an invalid command. Exceptions should be used to report the error showing your code. The unit test also for these examples. Okay. What is that from? What was that again? Okay, invalid commands. So where is that? Run. So say user types a draw to. Let me see the examples again. Okay, so use circle 50. Just copy that. Yeah, so that's circle 50. And then see error in command doesn't recognize this. Then it prompts the user to use the valid commands available. So it's okay. So second one to test is move to without an E, and then so there's a problem with that. This exception should be used to report the error. And so if you come to the command parser class, that's what we're doing. We're trying all these cases here. We try these cases, and if the command is not correct, if they don't use the right command, like move to, draw to, then we have a problem in the default. That's where we catch it. And that's where we throw this exception. I mean, so it says that this it takes the line, which is what the person has written that is not correct, and then he writes it in the exception, that line, and then he says these are the valid commands that they can try. So for the, it says what, use unit test, yeah, unit test, unit test for invalid commands here. So public, yeah, so we get form one, an instance of form one, then also an instance of command parser. Then you just create a string invalid command circle 50 without I, like in the example that we're supposed to use, and then send this an invalid command. So it throws an exception because we have basically told it here to throw an exception if that doesn't work. So in our unit test, what we're checking is if it does throw that exception and it catches it here. So if I run, and then the same thing here for the second example, move to 100, 100. There's no E here, so that's an invalid command. Then it catches that exception. Then if I go to test and then test explorer, what's the testing for again? Okay, invalid commands. Invalid commands. Where's that? Okay, yeah. So just one test for invalid commands. This. So on those two. So throws this exception, catches and throws the exception too for both of them, and then both of them pass. There seems to be a wrong one inside here. Yeah, it's a mistake. Just need that out. It's supposed to be there. Then that's a yes. What else? Unit test. Yeah, I just did both of them together. Yeah, I just did the same thing. Okay, the XML comments. But I put the XML comments were invalid. Yeah. So this is the XML command for it, for the command parser generally, and then here it's an exception tag and it catches an invalid command. Yeah. Yes. And so checks for invalid parameters. Show a command with too few or too many parameters, exceptions to be used to report it. Okay. So let me come here. Okay, let's do that. Say okay. Circle X. This is circle X runs the enter, and then that is invalid. It tells the user there's an error in this command, and that takes a radius, and then it's just one radius. So next one is move to 100, just one parameter instead of two. Move to 100, then run that. There's an error there. It tells him he uses two integer coordinates, and then draw two, okay, three parameters. Draw two, 100, 100, 100, and then yeah, there's also a problem there, and then it says draw takes just two coordinates, and that's it. So if you come to the code here in the command parser class, the draw two. So when it checks the draw two and the draw two is correct, that means the command is correct. But whatever comes after it, if it's not up to, because we take three parts, draw two is one part, then two other parts, the coordinates, and it must be equal to three. So if it's not equal to three, then we know that we have this exception here. It says invalid parameters for draw to command, and draw to command takes two coordinates and then tells them what to do. So that's, and then so yes, unit test and XML comments for invalid command. So go to the unit test, and then there's invalid command and invalid parameters now, and then we're testing three cases, three examples. So to start the form, we also instantiate a parser, the command parser. Then we pass the invalid command, actually valid command, but with invalid parameters. So then it checks it and then it catches the exception, just like with the invalid commands. So test, test explorer. We're trying to catch invalid parameters here. So we're going to run one, two, three of them, and then run those three. So get the error, the same error we just got, and then three of them pass, and that's yes. So basic drawing commands. Again, show the facility working, showing your code, show how you've unit tested it, and show your commit. Explain this as you go. Commands don't have to be case sensitive. Remember, you can test whether something is drawn or not without the test being more complicated than the thing it's testing. But you can test that things internal to an object that should change have changed, and things internal that shouldn't change haven't changed. Okay, so move to XY and have a cursor to show it as move. You don't have to, you have to, but you don't have to, you have to. You don't have to use a drawing command to show it's moved. Use move to 100, 100. So, so yeah, let me start the program again. So run program. it's right here now. When you use move to 100, 100, you run that, it moves the marker to a new position on the picture box. So yes, unit test XML comments and commit from move to command. Did I write unit test for move to? Let me see. Oh, I did. Okay, so test for move to instantiate from, create a new instance of a command parser class. Then we take a string, move to 100, 100. Then we call the handle command from the command parser class, move to command on this guy. Then we check if both the new positions on here that we've set here 100 are equal to pen X and pen Y. But if you come to our form, like I said, when you start it, it's at 0, 0, and then when we test it, it should, when you use move to a new position, the pen X and pen Y should change. And where is that? Yeah. So 100 and 100 it should be equal. Test explorer. Move to, yeah, move to, it's just one in it. Then run that, and it's completed working. Yes. Then draw to XY, draw to 200, 200. So we draw to 200 and 200. But with the draw to command, we don't move the pen. So we can know it as moved. We have circle, say 200, circle 100. Then it's moved the pen here and drawn the circle there. Basically, if we do another draw to, just to confirm, draw to say 50, 50. Then we say another circle 50. It draws a right there. Close this out. So let's, yes. Unit test XML commands for draw to, okay. Right here. So just like we did to on the other one, start the form, start the command parser. Then we call the command parser on this string, and we expect it to be equal by the time it moves. So test we draw to and then run there, and it's done. It ran successfully. So that's a yes. Yes, and that clear command should working. So I run this, and let's just quickly load something. Then we run that. See, everything is showing successfully, and then if we clears it all. Then with the clear command, it takes away the pen too, so there's nothing on the screen. Again, just let me show you the code for clear. Yeah. Okay, the command is here, clear. Then it calls the clear drawing area and form one. Then this is what clear drawing area does. It just invalidates the picture box and sets the marker size to 0. It's normally 10. So that's done. Clear works. Then the test for the clear command, unit test clear. So call this form one, and we just call the clear drawing area. And just to be sure, because we always set the marker size to 0, so there's nothing shown on the picture box. We check if its marker size equals to 0. Text Explorer, clear command, clear test is here. It's just one. Run that, and it's done. Okay. Yes. Reset command. Show it working. So we got run this guy. Open. Run this guy. Yeah. So run this guy again. Okay. And then run that. Then use reset. And the difference between reset and clear is the marker just moves back. Yeah, doesn't disappear. And then close that. And see it in the code. So reset calls the reset method in here in the form one class. Reset, yeah. So it sets the pen X to 0, 0, and then picture box is refreshed. So it clears everything. Marker box, the marker brush is still blue, and then the pen color goes back to black. And yeah, that's the XML. Yeah. Then the unit test for reset command test. Okay. Yeah. We create a new form, or instance of a new form. Then we set the pen X and pen Y to 50-50. We move the pen color to red, and we set the field to true. When you call when you call the reset method from the form one class, you're supposed to set all of this back to 0, 0, black, and the field is supposed to be disabled. It's false right here. Field enable is false in reset. Once you reset it, so I'm going to run the test for reset. Yeah, and there's just one there, and then run that, and yeah, was successful. Yes, it works. The UML unit and the XML test. So rectangle command with an height command show working. Rectangle 500. Sorry, rectangle 50 and 100. Okay. Um, so we run that. We have a rectangle 50, 100. Can't see the remaining of it because where the coordinates are, but let's remove, draw to, so it's 100, 100. Let me see, right? Rectangle 50, 100, and yeah, that's it. Works. And then the command parser, we take a rectangle. So the command is rectangle, takes three parts rectangle and then two parts. That's for width and for the width and then the height. And then it calls this method from the form1 class on it. And then that's rectangle. Yeah. So takes a width, takes an height, and we start it. Start X and start Y pen X. It's just so that the rectangle is drawn around the marker, and then it takes a pen color. The default is black. Pen color default is black. So until the user sets a pen color, it's going to be black. Then and of course not filled. Yeah, that's the code and that's the XML comment. So for the unit test for rectangle command. So the way I test for rectangle is we start a new form, pass this to pass this to we create these two variables, integer variables, 50 for width and 100 for height. Then we pass into the rectangle command, rectangle method. Then we only check if they are equal to the width and height when it's been drawn. So unit test, test explorer. I think it should be inside shapes. Yeah, it's in shapes, shape test. Then we draw a rectangle, test, and then we're gonna run, and that's successful. Yes. Really quick, yes. Yes. Then circle command using circle 50. So circle 50. Oh, 50 run, enter, and then try it, yeah. So go to form1. The parser calls the draw circle. So radius, it takes a radius. Then it draws this with the pen that is available in this method. This method is the XML. Then the unit test for circle, draw circle, test the radius with the radius that has been drawn. So go to test, draw circle, run that guy, and then it's done. So that's yes. And unit test, yes. So triangle, show it working. Go to triangle, come right here, move to just so you can see it on the screen. Draw a triangle. Say 70, 80, 90, 90, and then yeah, works. Command parser, the triangle, yeah. So it takes four parts, the triangle, then takes an adjacent, a base, and then hypotenuse, and then it calls the draw triangle method from form class 1. Does this, takes pen x, pen y, then yeah, it takes the adjacent, the base, and the hypotenuse, and then draws the triangle. Okay. Is the XML comments. And then for the unit test, simply like just like the previous two, text in this 3 and then test if they are equal. So we just explorer, triangle test, run that guy, and yeah, it's done. Okay. Alright. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. The color command, show it working, show it in the code, draw something black and then something red. So we'll run this. Move. We'll just go draw to 100. 100. Let's see, maybe circle. No. Let me see that instruction again. Okay, draw something black and something, then something red. Okay. Yeah. So circle. Oh, let's just set pen to black. Although that's the default. Pen black and then circle 100. Then it's black. Then draw something red. So pen red. Then say rectangle. Say 200 by 200, and that's red. The rectangle is red while the circle is black. Close that, and here the color command is handled by the parser. Right here, it just takes a pen, takes two parts. That's one part is the pen, and then takes a color red, green, or black, and then the next shape that is going to be drawn with the color of the pen is the XML for the unit test for the color command. So this is the unit test for color command. In your instance of a form, then we string set the expected color for color to red. We're expecting it to be red. When you execute a single command pen red, it's supposed to change from black to red because the default is black. So let me check if they are equal. This expected is red, and then if the form pen color is also red, that means it's correct. So we run the test for color test, just one. Then let's run that, and the guy runs, and then come here, and that's yes, yeah, yes. Then the fill command, it can either be on or off. So draw a filled rectangle and a non-filled rectangle. Okay. Oh yeah. Run that. So draw 200. And we say fill. It's gonna be black because that's the default for the pen. 40. Fill on. It takes on or off. And then say rectangle. Say 40. You get a black one. So if I set the fields off, let's draw it somewhere else. Draw to say 150, and say rectangle 40. Then you draw another one, but it's not filled this time around. So the command parser class also handles that. The fill takes two parts, fill and then either on or off. Then it sets status to true if it's on, and it sets fill status to false. Calls this method here set fill status. The set fill status is right here. Fill enabled is equal to the status, and then fill enabled is false at the start. Then when it sets to on, it becomes on. The unit test for fill. Instance of a new form. Then we run this fill command, and then we check if it has changed to true. If this we are certain if it is true, if fill enabled is true, but it should be. So we run test text explorer, fill test. We run that. Yeah, and she runs. So yes, the XML commands being the command parser. This means the shape is drawn in, outlined or filled by pens, color, no color. Facilities used. Explain facilities and libraries that you have used, and and okay, any AI okay. If you have used any AI, you must discuss it here. Okay, so the AI used. There's no AI part of my in the code, but I used AI during the research, so I'm just going to use ChatGPT. I used some Google Bard during the research, like drawing the triangle. Came up with good ideas for me to use to draw the triangle, but the code itself does not have AI in it. Libraries used. Other than standard libraries. Did I use? Well, non-standard libraries. I created my own command parser. And yes, command parser. I created that, so it's not a standard library. Yeah, and also the exception handling. Yeah, clone parser basically. Other non-standard facilities. No. Any comments? Put in anything you want me to know that hasn't been covered above. You may also want to show and discuss something. No. I now understand that I must upload my video to my student YouTube account, and that if it's over 50 minutes in it, I will have to verify my account. I will also add chapter markers to each question. And if I don't submit my code before the deadline without agreed mitigation, then I will receive a penalty. You must submit this form. You receive a message here that your response has been recorded. Yes, and submit. Graphical output display to show the output of yes. Picture box, yes. Command line for executing a single, yes. Multi-line program, yes. To run, yes. Run command and run button, yes. Submit. The response has been recorded. Okay, now I can stop this guy.